next, a new study out by the National Retail Federation finds fewer shoppers are turning to social media sites in search of deals and coupons. Consumers following retailers online has fallen to just more than 50% from 58%. But of that group, more people are choosing the online bulletin board Pinterest over sites like Facebook and Twitter. This comes on the heels of General Motors pulling the plug on advertising with Facebook. The auto giant dropped $10 million in ads ahead of the social network's IPO. Hope Consolo, retail chairman at Prudential Douglas Elliman, has long advised retailers on how to get more customers. She joins me now from New York. Faith, welcome. So why exactly is this happening? Why are fewer people liking brands on social media sites?
I think they're just too inundated. I think in this very competitive retail environment, they're just in information overload. I also think they're pulling back a little to be more selective in that they're worried about how much of their shopping habits and how much of the information about their personal preferences of being visualized by other people and the access to their information. I also think if you look at the Pinterest site, it's new, it's exciting, it's visually enticing. It brings you into the store, and that's what shopping's all about. The touchy-feely. That's why online will always compete with bricks and mortar, because this site gives you more of the in-store shopping experience.
So given what you've learned, what sort of advice do you have for retailers now about how to use social media sites? Should they focus their efforts on Pinterest and spend less time on Facebook and Twitter?
Now, my advice is you have to do it all. There's so many different types of retail and products out there. You have to try to cover all the bases and lure all the shoppers in. Of course, you have to be somewhat selective, but you have to go with the tried and true, plus the new. We don't know whether this is just an infatuation with Pinterest, because people are so used to Google and Facebook. But I think they have to do it all. They have to try it all. We're in a very challenging environment, and nobody just shops for no reason.
On the other hand, are people falling out of like, so to speak, with Facebook? I mean, we know GM recently pulled its Facebook ad campaign. How big a problem could this become for Facebook?
I think that Facebook has become far too personal, and I think the original idea was wonderful, but I think it's too much of looking over your shoulder, it's too much of Big Brother, and I think it's generational. I think it'll still stay with the younger shoppers because they're still infatuated with the Facebook story, especially now with the IPO, but I think for the older shoppers, I think for the over 25 going into 40, and certainly the senior citizens, they're going to pull back a little bit. And as I said, if you look at the visual of Pinterest, it's more about the product and not so much about the me, and I, and not so much about what people are choosing. You know, people, they're behind the machine, and that's why they're shopping, because they're not going into the stores and having the one-on-one experience. They probably really don't want all their yes and no purchases viewed by everyone in the world. I mean, if you go on Facebook, oh, I'm walking to the store, I'm baking a cake, I'm having a drink. What is this relativity to buying a dress, okay? I don't see it.
Right. Well, Pinterest hot now. We'll see if it's hot a year from now. Hope Consolo,
right.
retail chairman at Prudential Douglas Elliman. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.